Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're well. I am well myself. My name is Wanyiha Jean Dutz. For those we haven't met, and you're very welcome to this space. Um, so I think we've just completed two of the videos where I went home, and I know the last one was just heavy with a lot of observations and just sharing from the fullness. Yeah, I'm overflowing a bit. Yeah, so I promised that I would tell you what happened after I came home to Worcester, after that visit to Kenya, where it's like God was bringing me face to face with the altars in my family. And so in that 7 year period, we're actually in the 8th year. God took me through a journey in Canada, in the States, back to Canada, and then now settled us here. And later, after we had done our own thing, he had mended us, my husband and I, we reached a point where we could go home. Yeah. And just before that, he allowed me to share some of my journey. So by the time I'm reaching home, some of my people knew what was happening. Yeah. What they didn't know, and even I didn't know, is what I was going to see there that would actually feature a lot in my life when I came back. Yeah. And so I mentioned in that first video of where we went home, and when we came back, my husband would tell me, "There's a spirit on you, yeah. It's like you came back with that, the person you were when you were in Kenya." So it would seem I had picked something without knowing, yeah. But what would happen is that I found myself like in agreement. I was fighting for my brother, okay, and so my brother. Because of the circumstances of what he was going through in his marriage, had really affected him. And even then, just his health was not good at all. Yeah. And so it would reach a point where, we've involved some neighbors and family. Yeah. So we are like, we even have to contribute, get him to hospital and all of that. Yeah. A lot was revealed. Yeah. And so it would seem like we are actually forcing this girl to stay because she would declare she has a boyfriend. Okay. And so it's the family that are requiring her to stay so that, she can take care of our brother. Okay. And so you can imagine how much that was wounding our pride. Like, who asked you to stay? Eventually, from what I understand, this girl went away. Okay. So in that period, we took care of our brother, and none of us knew what was going to happen or what was happening or what God was doing. And so we dispersed after that. Yeah. And so we were quiet for a long time until the other day. Okay. So it was like 2 years of just everybody, coming together for something in the family, then dispersing and going on our own, different things. Yeah. So the other day, some of the members of the family insisted that, we should bring back our family chama that we've always had, and it was registered. Yeah. And in this chama, my brother doesn't even know that I know, because it was very impactful. Yeah. So one of the chosen kids would tell me about what my brother said, and these were the words that he said. Yeah. "I know you guys don't understand why I've been with this girl. And it is just like how you guys, or all of us, yeah, will keep hurting God, will keep going against what God says, what God instructs, and then we come back to Him, or He forgives us and brings us to Him as if nothing happened, yeah, and He washes us clean." And he was, saying, lest he is attacked, yeah. So that is the same way I kept this girl, and wanted her to come into knowledge of herself, to realize what she's doing and that it is harming the children, and even though all of these children were not his, he always claimed them and would say that this is my children. Okay. And he would take care of them. Yeah. At some point it got very difficult, to a point where she had to live with one of the babies. Yeah. But brought the child back. Okay. So it's like, this thing that I've been saying, that sometimes we leave the men of our youth thinking we can do better by ourselves out there, only to find that this is the first protection that God gave you. Yeah. So if you have to do it over, you'll have to go through the same process. To settle. Okay. So that is what God is, wants to save us from. when we are crazy and obstinate and chasing something that we think is out there, but he really, it would have to take the same process. Yes, you may even go and do it all over again and perhaps succeed in what you're doing. Yeah, we have seen a lot of people who have done that. Okay, but that is still the same process. You have to build from somewhere until you reach where you're going. So whatever you're coming into, when you come into a marriage, you find that there are some things that you will face, the things that are in this home, yeah? And it may not seem so, but a lot of people that come into our homes are actually chosen for that, yeah? They are the ones who will react or show us exactly what is there. So my family may not have come into this realization yet, but that is our home situation and what it was looking like. Now, our home is majorly matriarchal, as I have shown you before. These are just some of the few guys that are in the family, yeah? And so this man standing in his home was like the first, like our grandfather, just being there, standing firm, understanding, what has been happening to his girls, and this girl now is manifesting all of that, yeah? Because whenever we were left without a father or without a patriarch, this is what would happen, yeah? So it would seem like if this home is not giving, because it wasn't giving, it was under a curse, yeah? So what would happen? We as the girls would run out there, yeah, looking for, solutions, and perhaps we do it in the name of business, in the name of, trying to work out our craft, right? But what we are going to meet there is just, it's like we are open to anything. We move away from protection, from the protection that we have, that we don't want to build from, because even when you're under a curse, still over the darkness or over the deep, the Holy Spirit, hovers over until it is time for God now to build a new thing, okay? Just like in Genesis verse 2, just before God rebuilt this earth, there was, the Holy Spirit hovered over the deep or over the darkness in the surface, yeah? And so God is with you. That is why we do not die. That is why we keep reproducing, right? And if we had better knowledge, like you've seen the homes that come into knowledge, into understanding, and you see that now people are more careful. Now people don't want children out of wedlock. It is because they have had the revelation and they know that it is now in their power to do different. With this home, they don't know that, it is boy meets girl, and they commence in their acts and all of that. Sometimes even the girl is not introduced to the family. We just see her moving in and out of the house, yeah? And we accept now he's married, just like the house of Israel, yeah? Like we always read in the Bible, so and so knew this girl and they made a child, So we see that and we accept it, yeah? But nobody knows at the time that you're coming together what is at stake, yeah? And what you're about to encounter. But now the years that you live together, you'll be exercising this thing, yeah? This thing that is your altars, okay? So like I've intimated in a lot of the videos, you do not marry just a man. You marry the spiritual state of of his home, yeah, where you find him. And so the condition of your marriage depends on the roots in the family, yeah. Therefore you reap the blessing or the curses in that family. That is why you see some people step into marriage and they just begin to grow. And yeah, we might trace back to where they came together, or they started small, or they were living in such a small place, and now they've bloomed into now what we are seeing, yeah. They grow even in even their bodies, yeah. They increase in each and every way. Even their money, everything grows, everything comes to them faster, okay, because somebody has done that job. So when you're marrying this person, you're actually coming into a breakthrough, right? You may be the first one to start. And so to all of us who are watching these people, because now we can see more and more people on social media and all that, we are able to peer into people's homes. When we see that, we are like, oh, maybe it's this connection, yeah, it is us who are not blessed. No, you're supposed to look into your family, yeah, what is in there, what is lacking behind there. Find out what generation are you, right? If this family is indeed under a curse, or So there could be so many things. Yeah, it could be a generational curse that you're fighting, and God uses this marriage to bring forth, a breakthrough, right? And godly children from there. Godly meaning blessed children, right? Let us use the word blessed, because now this generation that is coming is blessed, yeah, and operating different. Like I've said, we are the fourth generation in my family, both my brother and I, yeah. And in this fourth generation, we have had 3 marriages, okay. So one was stopped by death, because it is upon death that the two shall be separated. One is us, and now the other is this marriage in question, where I now come to understand my brother is a Hosea, okay. So he's been very patient, very just standing there, standing firm. We could not say anything about this, yeah. Even though we tried, we came in when he needed help, we came in when they needed advice. It was a lot of back and forth, yeah, until now, where it is that our brother now can speak and tell us this is a reflection of what sin is like, and God keeps forgiving us and taking us back into his bosom. Yeah, I think that is as far as that analysis or that study of that particular marriage will go, because what they do from here is in God's hands and in their decision too. Because if this girl should come back and still be married to my brother, there's nothing we can really do, right? And it's not even on us. All we can do as a family is come and support. Why will we be required to do anything? Why will we be required sometimes to even contribute? Because this is us, this is us. It is not pretty, it is not good. We pay for the health, when somebody is sick, we pay for them to get better, right? Or we even contribute or are involved so that they get better, because it is the fourth generation, okay. We must participate, we must fight this evil, so that when it is broken, then we can find relief. Okay, so I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.